Some introduction.
You can introduce. You can introduce.
Okay, now it's my turn, huh? Well, it's quite challenged to, the last speaker, they talk about today or the past, but for us, we're going to talk about the future. So it's some challenge to us, but luckily we have four specialists from different industry in shipping, and maybe you can share your insight. And we can complete this subject, that the outlook for shipbuilding after current order book are delivered. So I think everybody knows that I think many of shipyards are full now. So what is going to happen? And Mr. Xu, very happy that you can join us. And I know that SUMEC Marine is, you are the ship owner and shipbuilder as well. So you are in front of the market. Can you share with us some of, your insight on the future? Yeah, in the future.
Yes, thank you, Terry, and thanks Marine Money give us such an opportunity to share the different opinions. Yes, it's the truth. As the other major shipyard in China, our order book almost up to the early 2029.
29, wow.
Yes, and if we talk about the ships in the future, it's also the challenge for us. You know, you just mentioned SUMEC Marine has both business in shipbuilding and shipping. It's really, you know, there's really a lot of uncertainty in the shipping industry, including the technical issues and including the some, you know, market factors. You know, just Chongyi just mentioned the something actually not the business-wise, something connection to the political. It's really it's very hard for us to protect the future market. But anyhow, you know, as a company in the industry, we will focus on our products. So, you know, we prepared our design to match the demand and the requirement by the ship owner and by the market. You know, we also noticed that the net zero frame was also, yes, actually like the United States police suspend 1 year. But one thing I think is clear: we have to do something to reduce the emission for our ships and to to optimize our design. To we know actually the ship owner. What the ship owner want is a ship have a lower fuel consumption and to carry more cargoes and minimize the OPEX. You know, it's easy for the ship owner to maintenance for such a ship. So what we are doing is to offer the industry the better design, and our shipyard also improved a lot to improve the quality of the ship. So, for example, for our Crown 63 Plus, we have up to today we have orders 110. And in which we have delivered 53. So it's, the ship owner like our design very much. And also we prepared the technical solution with shaft generator. And also we have the technical solution for the methanol fitted, the dual fuel option. But we understand at the moment, we don't have the orders from the owner because it's too expensive. We fully understand what the ship owner want. They have, to be honest, we just talk with the people for the leasing, from the leasing company. At the moment, the charter rate does not support the price of the ship. Yes, but anyhow, we have prepared such a technical solution. Okay. Yes, okay.
Good to hear about that.
Thank you.
And congratulations. I mean, you had so many order. I mean, your order book is full. You know. And comes to Tina, my ex-colleague. And so you're from BV, a classification society.
Yeah.
So just like Mr. Xu mentioned that the net zero framework was delayed for 1 year.
Yeah.
So from the classification's points of view, that what do you think that, I mean, what's the future going to happen? And I mean, what kind of ship type or design that you might see that it can help the ship owner and a lot of investors and financiers here?
Okay, so my name is Tina. I'm currently working for Bureau Veritas, Marine and Offshore. And frankly speaking, as a classification society, we are a little bit disappointed seeing the MEPC ES2 was sort of postponed. That's a little bit disappointing, but overall, it doesn't really change the picture of IMO net zero. So the IMO net zero frame agreement, so far, in my opinion, is a non-negotiable and decade-long mission for whole industry to fulfill. What has been implemented is well-known EEDI, EEXI, CII. As to GFI, now we have put a question mark. So this suspension or postponement for 1 extra year, does that benefit the maritime world, or actually it gives more challenge ahead of us? So this is the question we often ask ourselves, how BV should get ready for such a dynamic environment. And I think the last ship owner want to see is a fragmented maritime legislation. For example, US imposed one, EU imposed one, and China is going to impose ours, and Canadian will have theirs. So we may, if there is no unified IMO international legislation as a framework regulating the whole industry, we may end up in 4 or 5 different carbon policy, carbon system, tax or levies, which is actually a disastrous to all of us. So in a nutshell, I would say this will not change. The whole maritime world need more greener and more energy efficient vessels. I think according to Clarkson, as someone already mentioned in slides earlier on, they had China has been in the dominant position for a long time, and we are quite confident our dominance position will even increase as we have been strategically positioned China shipbuilding in the past years, not only building the current generation of ships, but also we are in the transition moment, building a new technology, new fuel-powered ships, and we have engineering capacity, we have tools, softwares, we have equipment makers involving like venture capital in idea to do more laboratory testing on new equipment. Even Mr. Xu mentioned the shaft generator. Shaft generator could possibly new idea 2 or 3 years back, but now become a standard version in a new ship type, irrespective of ship types. So overall, we are quite confident that even Korea remain as one of the major competitor in shipbuilding. But the sheer capacity of China and the proven ability building high-tech vessels makes China quite invincible in, the question is 3 years. So in 3 years, yes, we are invincible. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing a lot of information to us. I'm also a little bit disappointed you call Clarkson in front of SSY. So anyway, so we come to Tingyun from Kunlun Financial Leasing. I understand that this is the first time that you are in Maritime conference.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so as financial leasing arm of one of the biggest oil major in the world, China National Petroleum Corporation, right? Yeah, CNPC. So what do you see that, I mean, maybe you can give a soft introduction to everybody, and then what you do, especially you have a background of oil major.
Sure. Thank you very much, Terry, and thank you, Maritime, for inviting me. I'm Ting from Kunlun Financial Leasing. We are part of China National Petroleum Corporation, in brief CNPC, one of the largest oil and gas producer, as well as importer of China. So given our shareholder background, we have mainly focusing on financing vessels that help moving energy across globe. For example, we have our first RMB-financed LNG carriers to be delivered in Shanghai at the end of this month. And we are also looking at opportunities in the offshore infrastructure sector, as it is driven by the urge of the offshore oil and gas exploration projects worldwide. Yeah, so we are very happy to discuss with the ship owners and vessel builders here in this room about the future of the energy shipping together. Thank you.
And actually, I have one more question. I mean, just want to continue, because that you mentioned that you are very much focused on energy transportation. I mean, the ship type for energy transportation. So, I mean, from your point of view, that what kind of ship type that might be, or that could have more potential in the future, they will have a more order book, or I mean, have more orders to the shipyard?
Yes, we were talking about net zero. So as part of a petroleum company, I wouldn't say we're sad about the net zero is postponed. But I think today the one point I would like to share with every of you is about the energy transition. The energy transition has been a long-term topic around the world, and especially in China and in the shipping industry. I think it is very important because the next generation of ships will be a direct physical manifestation of energy transition, and the design will be dictated, I think, by the profound changes that is happening within the oil and gas industry itself. So we might see that in China, the traditional model of oil in, fuels out is changing rapidly. And a new trend of, we say in Chinese, 减油增化, means the reduced oil, increased chemicals can be observed in China. So refineries, I think they are pivoting from a traditional fuel producer to become more sophisticated chemical plants. I think this is not just a marginal adjustment. It might be a fundamental restructure of the refinery value chain that may have significant impact on vessel demand. From one side, maybe in the future we might see a new fleet of more sophisticated chemical tankers driven by the surge of the shipping of the basic chemical feedstocks. And the ships, the design of the ships might be like for better economy of scale to serving the dominant hubs in the US Gulf, the Middle East and China. And it may need to be logistically optimized and designed for a wider range of complex and volatile cargoes, such as ethane, propane, ammonia, and methanol. And on the other hand, moreover, the increased chemical side is not just about the volume. It is about the refineries. They are climbing up the value chain to advanced materials. So it might create a second layer of vessels, like for more specialized tankers. So I think it may be very interesting to observe a polarized fleet in the future. So on one hand, maybe larger gas carriers to guarantee the long-distance shipping of those basic chemical feedstocks. And on the other hand, the specialized multi-purpose chemical tankers with advanced systems, higher technologies that will guarantee the cargo integrity of the high-value products.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So it seems that, for class and shipyard, Mr. Shi, you have to focus a little bit on chemical tankers instead of dry bulk only. Yeah. And Western, from a Western country or Western shipyard, right? Is part of the Daman shipyard.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
so probably totally under different vessels than.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, this is the first time that we talk. We have not prepared, so don't be surprised at what I am going to ask you. Anyway, so I know that Daman is a very famous shipyard in building offshore vessels. Yeah. So and offshore, of course, in the last almost 10 years, there was very little order, and so from this point of view, that from your shipyard and what you are doing. I understand that your business is to support the shipyard to get more orders and to help the shipyard's clients to build the ships in your shipyards, and of course, or to use your product. So it's like export or sale credit or sale finance for this. So what's the point of view, especially in offshore?
Yeah, so we're in a totally different market. We're in actually the niche market. We sell tugboats, offshore supply vessels, CSOVs, super yachts, naval vessels. So our order book is actually quite full. It's about 11 billion at the moment. So we're doing quite well. And I think the nice thing about us, the cyclical market that you guys have in dry bulk or container vessels, we can absorb with other markets. So we build then more tugboats, or we go into the CTV markets, and we can even repurpose our vessels to work in oil and gas, but also move back to wind energy. So the nice thing about that is that you support all different markets. Again, we want to become, and we are probably one of the most sustainable shipbuilders. As a big shipbuilder, we're really focused on green energy. We have electric tugs. We actually had the first electric tug sailing in Auckland, New Zealand, about 4 years ago. And within my team, we do the financing for all these vessels. We actually purchased 5 of these vessels with Prow. It's a green shipping fund in the Netherlands. And we do a try before you buy to push the green into the market. So we take the risk. We know the vessel. We know that it's a little bit more expensive. You pay almost an 80% premium on a tugboat. However, the operations are a lot cheaper. The vessel lasts not 20 years, but 30 or 40 years. So we trust in our product, and we try to push this green initiative more and more. And now with China, we actually have 2 yards here in Yichang and Chengde, where we also make combi freighters. These are the smaller, say, inland and short sea cargo vessels. We actually moved from, say, mainland inside Yichang, outside. The government helped us. We have a new facility, and we're creating more and more vessels. And green is always on our mind. So we always make them LNG ready, or we make them hybrids, but we're always looking at the green side of shipping. It's a lot more easy, of course, in these smaller vessels, but to operate these smaller vessels greenly is something we strive for and we really push for.
Okay, thank you very much. But talking about what you are doing now, just now, like Kevin mentioned that the ship owner now they are quite rich, they have a lot of money. So how do you going to support the client who ordered the ships at your shipyard?
Yeah, so we actually have a new division, it's DFS Maritime Solutions. We are in the Damen family, but outside the Damen group as of, say, the 1st of December. We have our own lease fund where we have almost 250 million euros worth to put in leasing in father and son type companies, so small companies in the UK, in Germany, around the whole world we support. We do a lot of ECA financing, but for the bigger transactions. You probably see the CMB Windcan transaction where we did the 6 CSOVs. This was the ECA financing with some big banks, which we do a lot. Atradius, we are the biggest off-taker of Atradius in the world. We actually met with Sinosure yesterday, so we're seeing if we can take on Sinosure and use them to finance our vessels. And we actually operate and own our own vessels. We actually have a fast cruise supplier of 70 meters operating for Petrobras for the decommissioning of oil and gas fields. So not actually commissioning, but decommissioning. Instead of using 16 helicopters, we use one vessel. Again, it's not a green vessel, it uses a lot of fuel, but instead of 18 helicopters and it being able to go out 95% of the time, it's a very good initiative. So we're with 45 people financing our own vessels, so we own them, operate them ourselves in joint ventures or just by ourselves. But we also have a leasing solution, ECA financing, commercial loans, and we've been traveling around Asia to see more Chinese leasing companies that will support us. And one of my colleagues will give a presentation after lunch about our product. It's a lot more niche, and that's what we see in the market. There's a little bit of a withhold against, of course, our vessels, because they know the containers and dry bulk, even though actually the tug industry, CTV market, FCSs, even super yachts, it's a very good industry to be in and also to support financially. So come around if you want to support us.
Thank you very much. So come back to us. I mean, Mr. Xu, that now you say that the shipyard's order book is almost full for the next 3 years. And I've seen that you also recently you have new orders from container vessels and tankers as well. So what do you think, maybe in the future, what kind of a ship type that might have more potential, especially?
Yes, when we talk about our shipyard, for sure, for the shipyard, the continuous order is most important for us. One thing is very clear, we will focus on our bulk area, yes, because it's really good. And, it's very normal, the market ups and down. So we prepared the other ships other than the bulk area. So now we have the orders of the container feeders and MR tankers. One thing is, we have to offer the good ship for our clients. This is actually our value of our New Dalian shipyard. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So, wow. Like Diamond Shipyard, they have their financial division to support their new product, to promote their new product. But Mr. Xi, you have a lot of partners here. We have the leasing company who can support you, the banks, and the China export credits. Yeah. And and Tina, you talk about a lot about decarbonization. Yeah. But it's very costly. So what do you see in the future? Do you think that, a simple question is that you see that it will be greener or cheaper? How to, for a ship owner or for a leasing company want to order ships,
I think this is exactly where the classification society, the meaning of our existence. And also I think we have done a survey not too long time ago. And some owners feedback to us is, no, we are owners. Our career, we need to survive. We have to have a sustainable. It's not just a green sustainable. We have to economically sustainable. So how can a classification society makes us, investing on new technology, new fuels? We are not just doing this because we want to reduce the carbon emission. We are not altruism, but we have to be economically viable. So I think this is exactly where classification society exists, that we need to support the industry to scale up. Scale up the efficiency of production, scale up the adoption and the evolvement of new technology. Once you have reached a production scale up certain level, the cost naturally will size down a bit. So this also, I think, pretty much rely on the fuel cost. I think this is by far the most debatable or most argumentative topic. As methanol, ammonia, the cost is 2.5 times now, I think, per today's market. Well, its fuel intensity is only about half of the normal conventional fuel. So that increases a lot of fuel bill to the ship owner, which eventually will be paid by charterers or operators, depending on their charter party. So to support the scaling up of the fuel supply chain, that's also part of BV's existing mission under our new strategy, LEAP 2028. As we have just had integration, let's say restructure. BV is a company nearly 200 years. We have a 6 product line. And one of the product line is about industry. It's mainly concerning certification of greener fuels. So with the restructure, we will integrate certain services. And even for me, from Marine and Offshore, our main stakeholders are yard, designer, owner, charter, etc. But we really want to sell our competence, our knowledge, our know-how, how to produce, how to fine-tuning the core process to produce green fuel, a green biofuel, green methanol, etc. We want to deliver such knowledge and such core message to the industry. So in order to reach a more economic viable products of fuel.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I have been looking for the signal that if our time is out, we only have 30 minutes. So, yeah, 5 more, no? Okay. Then I ask one more question to Kunlun Financial Leasing and Tingyun. So yeah, so you see that there will be how to say, less oil, more chemicals.
Reduced oil.
Reduce oil. No, oil you cannot reduce. We hope that the oil will be the same, but I mean the fuel. I mean fuel will be less because they are going to use ammonia and the other fuel. Yeah, but of course chemical will be increased. I mean the volume of the chemical. Yeah. So does your company have any plans to how to say it? Because we're talking about shipbuilding, you want to order some ships or I mean how are you going to participate in this this market?
Yes, we're at Kunlun. We're trying to take it step by step because we are an industrial background financial institution. So our main purpose is for serving the transportation need within the CNPC group, but it is also very important for us to serve the up and downstream of the whole energy industry. So we are looking forward to discover and finance the assets that may define the next energy paradigm. And I think CNPC Group itself is under fundamental changes that to catch up with the trend of this energy transition. So we would like to work with the vessel builders and ship owners who are willing to discover this new paradigm together. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yep. Yeah, so we have come on with the last question. So what do you say that I mean you have developed many of a new product from Dept, and but you also have a very good design. I mean previously I know that some of the PSV was quite high-end product. I mean in the market. So will the shipyard continues to build this as well, and or how are you going to meet the market expectation in the future?
Yeah, so really the shipyard's built on standardization. So we build in Vietnam 70 tugboats per year in a Ford-like structure. So it comes in and every week a new tugboat comes out. We can use this standardization for electric tugboats, We replace the engines, we replace the fuel tanks with batteries and electric engines. It works. We do it for other vessels. We do this for inland ferries. We also made them electrified them. We also make them electric ready when people are not ready for the transition yet. However, within 10 years, you can replace the fuel tanks and put batteries inside and make them electric. Just like PSVs, we're also looking in green PSVs in the market. We know there's the market's going up again, but we want to be sustainable and we want to build sustainable PSVs. So always in the market, we're looking for sustainability, and we don't want to just throw a product out there that we don't believe in. So we always make them at least ready, electric ready, LNG ready, but ready for the new future and the new paradigm. And that's something I think as a company is good to have, because maybe in 2030 everything changes when Mr. Trump leaves office, and we're ready then. So that's how we get ready for the future.
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, today I was so happy that we have you four in this panel, and we discussed what is going to might be happen in the future. Well, we cannot be sure that that will be going to happen, but I mean from your expertise, that we share some insight with everybody here. Yep. So thank you very much. And,
thank you.
Yeah.